Welcome to All the Gear But No Idea, the South Australian fishing podcast hosted by Rhodey and Diz. The boys will share their tall tales of the one that got away, as well as some regular segments they know all you fishing tragics will enjoy.
G'day guys and welcome to episode 16 of All the Gear But No Idea. We've got a big episode today, Rhodey. How you going?
I'm good, Diz. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, mate. Good, thank you. Big episode. We are going to chat to Boyd from How's Your Tackle.
We certainly are.
We got some footage, didn't we, Rhodey?
Yes, we're putting together a bit of a tour, a back behind the scenes tour of the warehouse, the bait side of things, the How's Your Tackle, Let's Go Fishing complex.
Impressive setup.
Geez, that bait was fresh, wasn't it?
Absolutely fantastic setup and really good operators. And we were also lucky enough to be down there on the day when the Adelaide Boat Squidders got their barbecue going. We met Craig and Andrew from the club.
Yeah, good to chat with those guys. So they're coming up on the podcast too. So we've got a bit of a double guest special today.
We do. It's big, and you've buried that big noggin of yours in the books again for the fishing news. The listeners are really looking forward to that. For the meantime, though, let's get into oranges and lemons. Rhodey, what was your orange for the fortnight just gone?
All right, so I think last time when we had a chat to Tim Golding down from Balgowan, just after we recorded that episode, we got over to the York Peninsula. We'll go into more depth, but down Port Vincent way, and we got some tingers.
We did. We spread ourselves a bit further down, went a bit longer down that coastline.
So I think my orange is the consistency we've had on the whiting this year. We haven't missed out too many times, have we? We've been pretty good.
It's been good. All right, well, my orange is coming up very shortly. Really looking forward to getting away for a week down on Yorks, and also just had a voucher to spend. Treated myself to a new rod. I went the Gomoku Arito. That'll do the damage on the tingers.
Has it got a nice soft tip? Because you tend to pull jaws off those whiting you strike so hard. Horrible
shout. No, it was good. Just got the voucher done. That was great. Rhodey, what was your lemon for the fortnight just gone, mate?
Geez, the weather's been horrible, hasn't it? What happened to spring?
We had like a good week. The last week of last week of August was okay.
And it's been horrible ever since. So yeah, the weather's really prevented a lot of fishos getting out. So that's my lemon for the week.
Yes. Well, the weather was good for the lawn. We top dressed and aerated our lawn last week, didn't we?
We did. You did.
That was good.
My irrigation's just turned on in the background, so that could be another orange.
Yes.
The efficiency of just pressing the button on my phone and on it goes.
Okay, settle down, mate. Bloody. All right, the high roller.
All right, wasn't this supposed to be a lemon?
Yeah, this is my lemon. So I'm getting towards my lemon here. We did do that. We agreed that we were going to spend an equal amount of time at each other's house. You know, I busted my backside to get up to Blackwood, woke up at 7:30, went up there, got it at 8, came back down here, helped you and Lucy spread the topsoil, was here for probably 2.5, 3 hours. What happened then, mate?
Your car broke down, so I had to take the gear back.
Yeah,
is that right?
So midday was rolling around and poor old Commitments Rhodey could give me 20 minutes. 20 minutes. My lemon was almost breaking my back, shifting about 5 tons worth of sandy loam, and you did nothing for me.
Well, I'd just like to do a little shout out. If anyone here owns a car dealership, Dizzy needs a new car, because whenever we have to bloody pick anything up, drop anything off, that Hilux of his packs up, so I had to make the trek up and drop it off.
Oh my God. That was horrible, mate. Horrible. Okay, Rhodey, give the listeners an update on the merch after that. Let's give the listeners some positive news after you really put us down in the dumps.
Plenty of positives. So the cap's still on offer, $25 a pop.
There's not many left.
Yeah, there's a few, but yeah, we are getting through them. We're certainly getting through them.
Yeah, you got to be quick.
So One Rundle Trading Co. looked after us there. I've put mine through a bit of work over the last couple of weekends, and it's holding up beautifully.
It is, but you'd be silly not to get you'd be silly not to get the two for deal with a free stubby.
Yep. So the stubbies from Ange at Creative Concepts, very good gear. And if you do tune into our little video we've got coming up, the tour of the How's Your Tackle complex.
Yes.
You'll notice another bit of merch.
Some pipeline merch.
Yeah, so we've got some samples of some bloody good T-shirts from the One Rundle trading code boys.
Jeez, they do a good job down
So we haven't ordered them yet, but there's a little grey and a navy blue T-shirt floating around that you will see in the video. Give us your feedback because we're contemplating.
Yes, yeah, good call. All right, let's get into the fishing news, mate. There's been some big stuff going on. And no doubt we need to start with the fish screens, which has been a bit of a talking point. Lee actually gave us an inside scoop on this story.
Yeah, we've known about this for a couple of weeks, but it's broken in the advertiser, so I think we can now take that to air.
Yes.
So Lee Van Soest and Mick Wilson from Wreckfish are very keen on this idea. We heard that from the horse's mouth. Mm-hmm. The idea is that irrigation pumps and channels in the Murray-Darling Basin are killing, they believe, about 100 million native fish every year.
Wow. Unbelievable.
So fish screens are common practice in the US, Europe and New Zealand for over 50 years. But we've, the article has mentioned Mr. Bice from the SA Research and Development Institute, and he said it's all pretty new in this state, but it seems to be gathering legs.
Yes, yeah. And it's good. I mean, those screens are great. They also, as well as stopping killing the native fish, they also stop the irrigation systems from blocking up, etc. It's only natural, and some of these people have to employ certain groups or people to go and clear fish and other matter and waste, even sometimes turtles and platypus, to clear from the irrigation infrastructure. So it's really a really positive thing for the state, and certainly help the recos.
Would we say that's a bit of a kill two birds with one stone job then?
I think so.
A win-win, as we like to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. And while we're on the topic of natives and river fishing stuff, Rody, what are the turtles getting up to?
Well, this is an interesting piece of news I stumbled across. So the Western Sydney University has done some research, and they believe that turtles could be involved if we reintroduce some freshwater turtles to the Murray-Darling system to boost the numbers. They could eat the carp that the herpes virus kills, removing it from the ecosystem.
Wow.
That sounds like another win-win to me.
Yes, it does. Turtles. How many are we going to have to introduce, Rody? What sort of numbers are we talking?
Look, I don't know.
Must be a lot.
I haven't actually done the figures on that, but I'll get to work and have them for you for next episode. But I reckon it'll be a few.
Yeah, please do. But the turtle population has been declining, hasn't it? It's been subject to prey, basically being prey of foxes and whatnot.
Cats, goannas, those sort of things, they eat them. Bit of roadkill. You do see them on the side of the road every now and then.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'm not sure why you're so surprised at that.
And so what sort of species are they talking about?
So we currently have 3 native species, the long-necked turtle, the broad-shelled turtle, and the short-necked turtle. And all of them feed on dead fish as a part of their diet. Okay. And if you look up the study, they had some little pictures of a little pond, the one with the turtle and one without the turtle. It was pretty clear to me that the turtle was cleaning up the ecosystem.
Yeah, good stuff. And
because that is the big query over this herpes virus, isn't it? How we're going to get rid of the dead, rotting matter. So this is another alternative that's been proposed. So keep your ears to the ground on this one.
All right, next cab off the ranks. This is one we've shared throughout the week, haven't we, Rody?
Yep, so we did share the picture for this one, the Port Pirie closure. So 12-month closure to fishing in Port Pirie waters. That came into effect immediately on September 15. So the quote that I have here from Dr. Vanderleer from the UniSA study into metal contamination in the area found significant high-level pollution at sites around the city. So over 40% of the sites we tested had metals, particularly lead, zinc, arsenic, cadmium, and some copper, which were over the Australian sediment quality guidelines.
Not good.
It's not. So they've split the waters into half. So Waroona Island boat ramp, I think, is about the midpoint.
Yep.
So north of that, you can't catch any oysters, mussels, scallops, etc., but fish can be caught.
Yes.
The bottom half, the southern half, past the Waroona Island boat ramp, is a straight out no seafood.
Yes.
No fish, no nothing.
Yes, it'll be interesting, and I think they'll be watching this one pretty close because that's a big public safety risk there, isn't it?
Yeah, so they've banned it for 12 months, but you would imagine there'll be more research done into that before they make a long-term decision on it.
Yeah, we'd certainly hope so. All right, and another good news story out of the week is a new jetty opening.
Yep, so the Whyalla Jetty, which...
It's a stunning piece of infrastructure,
It's an interesting looking thing, isn't it?
It is. Quite oddly shaped, certainly not your traditional straight line wooden pylon style jetty.
Yeah, no, so it's got the big loop in the middle.
Yes.
It's 165 metres long.
Yes.
But the loop itself is 150 metres circumference. So it adds a fair bit of distance.
Yeah, and you'd sort of think it might be a bit of a running track for some people and just attract a few others for other than fishing purposes.
Do you reckon they could do the Whyalla Jetty Marathon and just see how many laps you got to do of a 150 metre circuit to
Possibly.
tick up to 42 Ks?
Possibly. It was an expensive jetty though, Roddy, 7.8 mil.
Yeah, you got a bit of money lying around to build that for them?
Oh, we'll probably tip those funds into the new boat fund.
Yeah, we'd get a good one, wouldn't we? So it's made of pre-cast concrete slabs. 6 locations around the jetty have a sliding sleeve on the top handrail to enable children and disabled people in wheelchairs to fish on the jetty.
Excellent.
Really inclusive of all, isn't it?
Really, it's fantastic.
And this was the same jetty that caught on fire while they were demoing it last year. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes, I do remember that. And that was interesting.
It was. All right, what else you got for us, Diz?
Well, Rhodey, this is a COVID-related story. I'd suggest that the rock lobster season is opening early. They're gonna bring it back 2 weeks early.
So I think it's already opened, hasn't it?
Yes. Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's opened.
Yeah.
They open it 2 weeks early.
So they opened 2 weeks early, and that's essentially to recover some of the losses from last season's poor results due to COVID.
Yep, so they're getting about $80 a kilo down in the southern zone.
Yep.
And I believe that Singapore Airlines and Cathay Pacific are maintaining regular air freight to the Asian market because that's where a lot of this crayfish ends up.
Yeah. No surprises there. But that'll be good. We'll look forward to seeing the results of this season for the fishermen down there. All right, this has been floating around on the socials. It's very topical. And... we've never done well on the King George Metro, really.
No.
Have we?
Not really.
But very much a consensus the fishing has been poor.
Well, yeah, that's certainly what this advertiser article is presenting.
Yes.
But if you read through the Facebook comments, and you've always got to be a bit wary of what gets put on social media, but it seems to me there's just as many people saying they catch just as many as normal.
Yeah. Yes, it's interesting. Well, the Sunday Mail essentially reported that they had very poor results, being very disappointed. One quote was, "The fishing off Adelaide has been the worst we have ever experienced. There's hardly any whiting around."
Yeah, and that comes from the Sunday Mail fishing reporter, John Huey, I think you say. And he believes that low storm activity through winter could be a factor, as that tends to bring the whiting in close. He reckons his 25 mates with 30 to 40 years tackle experience are catching less whiting. So that's what he's basing that off.
And just to pull you up there, mate, that was 25 of his trusted and honest contacts.
So we don't call them mates.
Well, they weren't people spinning a yarn.
No, fair enough. So the stock of King George whiting in the Gulf of St. Vincent and Kangaroo Island was downgraded from sustainable to transitional depleting in 2014 and has not recovered. My question for you, if this is true, which we're not sure it is, I think we've caught more whiting, particularly over on Yorks this winter, than we have in the past.
Yeah.
But if this article is true, is this related to the snapper ban forcing more people to fish for King George whiting?
Well, that's the obvious question, isn't it? And I think there's definitely some merit to that.
Well,
if you're a fisherman and you can't go out and target snapper and get your arms bent, but you want some table fish, you're going to go out there and try and get some King George, aren't you?
You would have thought. So it is good that that promotion, the what was it called? The same dish, new fish.
Yes.
So things like that hopefully will help to spread the load a little bit so the King George whiting aren't copping all the brunt of the snapper ban.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. All right.
The same article did actually, just in a little bit of a side note, mention that 44 pro fishermen have decided to leave the industry as a part of the buyback. So that's a good little update to know where we're at.
Yes. Yeah, it is. All right, not so good story here, Roddy.
No, this is not a good one. So
Tony Higgins, the owner of the Man Grill, has been subject to a number of very, very, the most significant
maritime search in South Australia history. That was the original one when he was going from the Eyre Peninsula to Goolwa.
He was adamant he was not lost, not in need of any help, and he was off Salt Creek.
Anyway, he
has now gone missing again.
Yeah, hasn't been found.
Has not been found, and a large amount of debris has been found of his boat. It does not look good whatsoever.
No, so I'm reading here on the reporting that parts of the boat were found 3 kilometres south of the Murray Mouth.
Yes.
And his wallet and keys were found in a floating, I assume one of those dry bags. Potentially, up from the Murray Mouth. So something's happened through that bit of water. The sea rescue volunteers, police helicopters, fixed wing aircraft, and the Australian Maritime Safety Authority have been involved in this search, covering over 500 square kilometres, and they haven't found him to this point.
Yeah, so they called the search off, I don't know,
days ago,
Tuesday night or something. But yeah, not good, and a real reminder to everybody out there that the sea shows no mercy, really.
Make sure you got your safety gear, I suppose.
You need your safety gear, you need to take the right precautions, let people know where and when you're going and when you're coming back. All right, let's move on from that, Rody. That's not a good one to end on.
No, it's not a positive note, is it?
No, it's not. And we do feel for Tony and his family. All right, Rody, let's move on to this week's guest.
The first of our guests.
The first of our guests, that's right. Boyd is a great supporter of the show, and we're a great supporter of his businesses because he supports local, he loves fresh and good quality, and he does an amazing job, him and his team down there. Righto, Boyd, thanks for having us down here today. You've got a fantastic setup here in the 3 businesses. We love it down here, mate. You tell us, when and how did How's Your Tackle, Bait Wholesalers and Let's Go Fishing all start?
It started about 18 months ago. Originally started with How's Your Tackle, wanting to get the bait vending machines, get a couple of small machines locally, just like a little bit of a side project. We put the 3 vending machines in to start with, and from there they got really, really popular, and we found out that everyone was liking the bait that we were putting inside the machines. So we started getting other stores ringing us up to try and get stocked with the bait.
Yeah.
And then I guess from there it was a natural progression into, we can supply you too. So the wholesale aspect came into it for the bait.
Yeah.
And then we just kept getting bigger and bigger, and then eventually we just outgrew. It was coming from my house, it was coming from a factory. It was all too much. So we had to find a location, and there was a fairly well-established store that had been around for over 20 years, almost 25 years, in Let's Go Fishing, down at Golfview Road, and we approached the owner there, who was looking to get out of the business and sort of acquired Let's Go Fishing.
Yep.
And from there, we basically started working inside the same building until we outgrew the building and moved into the one next door, and then moved into the one next door to that too, and now we've got a fairly large footprint here with the 3 stores, and always looking at acquire more space into those into that venue. But that's sort of how it started, just a natural progression, and demand, I guess, for the product, and local staff.
Yeah, beautiful. And tell us, Boyd, so we've spoken about the shop, and last time we spoke a fair bit about the vending machines. Tell us about all the wholesale stuff and where else you send your bait and what else you do with it.
Yeah, so we don't just specialise in bait. I guess we also, what we specialise in is food grade quality bait. And the key aspect of that is food. So a lot of the product that we're buying is it's food grade. So it's the same stuff that the restaurants are buying. It's the same stuff that the IGAs will sell, the supermarkets sell. So we've got a lot of markets across Australia. We're no longer just in South Australia. We crossed over the border about 8 months ago. And from Queensland right down all the way through to the lowest part of Victoria. And so we're travelling the spade across borders at the moment. All good SA product too, so it's a great product. So you can find it in bait supply, but you can also find it in food supply in some of these places as well.
Absolutely, it's fantastic, and it's not just down here, mate, is it? You've got a big northern factory as well, where the magic happens.
Yeah, so we've got a northern plant where the sorting happens. So that northern plant, basically, there's about 10 people out there. The bait comes in there as food grade. It gets processed down in the right requirements, and then that same product gets boxed up and sent to our southern plant, and then they put it into the smaller packaging, so from the bigger bulk packaging like the 15 to 20 kilo boxes down into the 400 gram to 500 gram to 200 gram bags.
Lovely.
And so, Boyd, we're down here today. There's a bit of a barbie going on for the Adelaide Boat Squidders. They're one of the mobs you support and are involved with. It sounds like you've got a lot of connections to South Australian companies and businesses and organisations. Tell us about some of that.
Yeah. So we try and support local wherever we can, whether that be by buying the bait locally. So 95% of our product is out of SA. But we also do that in the tackle side. Obviously, with the wholesaling, we've had to go into that range as well. So we've got local sinker makers, David Savage Tackle, Wade from Res Baits, and Dan the Fish Guru. So we've got a lot of local guys on board, and then we're also supporting lots of local pages as well. Because some of these community groups are fantastic and it's really good. Fishing's one of the last free things we've got in the state.
Yeah.
It could be expensive for the tackle, but it is actually a free activity, and once you've got the gear, you're pretty well set to go. And so these community pages are great. So the ABS Boat Squidders, they've been a great little group. They're out north, most of them, so they don't really do anything down south, but they've got a lot of southern members that watch the page and socialise. So it was a great little come together for us to have them come down to the south. It's been a huge hit today, It's been 40 steady plus all day, so it's been pretty good for everyone, and it's great because they're really getting the squidding aspect in South Australia is quite big, and they're really pushing it to some of the local kids and the families and that, which is great.
Yeah, it has been a great turnout today. You're not wrong about that. It's been a hive of activity down here. We absolutely love it. They've got a good setup with the barbecue, and everyone's enjoyed a few snags and a softie, haven't they?
They certainly have.
Been really good. Boyd, I'm interested in your product innovation, mate. It's you're doing a lot of good stuff. We obviously can't get into the nitty gritty. You won't give away your deepest, darkest secrets.
No.
But nitro, we love. Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, well, I won't tell you the 11 herbs and spices of it, but no, look, we were doing some testing in just general bait and general activity. There's heaps of stuff on the market at the moment for stimulus sort of products for fish, whether it's got UV jags or UV this or UV that. And obviously there's some credence to all the UV stuff because, otherwise no one would be doing it. So the science is there for a lot of these technologies, and we've just tried to grab some of the advancements that have come and put it all together in certain products. So we started off with the first range was the Nitro Squid range, which is where we brine squid in our Nitro product. Some of the products include like krill oil, aniseed, fish hormones extracts, and our Nitro blend, which makes it go like a bright yellow or a bright red colour depending on what type we use, and all organic sort of stuff, and so it's not harmful for the environment. And that stuff obviously is the attractants, and when you brine the baits and things in it, they don't freeze at that point, but they never also go off. So they're a great long life bait. They're firmer, they're tougher than normal baits, and that's where we started originally, and that was quite a popular bait. And then we've moved into new Nitro range of pellets and burley and things now. We've even made some Nitro burley logs of late, which are quite impressive. Using the same concepts, just in different ways. And one of the things that we stepped into probably in the last 6 months is into the your burley pellet range. You've got plenty of different types of pellets out there at the moment from different brands, but we like to say that ours is a little bit different because of the way we create it. It's from a fisherman's perspective, not so much as a marketing perspective, but a fisherman's perspective. So, when I use my burley, I want it to break down on a slow rate and slowly release. So the formula we use is all drought formula, so that it can handle the water and those sorts of things as well. And the attractants obviously go a long way, and mixing it up with the other baits and that, it just seems to be a big hit.
Yeah, and we took some of the pellets over the York Peninsula just last weekend, Diz, and it lasted a bloody long time in the burley pot, didn't it?
Oh, it did. It was quite amazing, mate. We would have dragged that thing up a dozen times almost. I reckon there was still
a bit left at the end.
Yes. you don't want to shake that green stuff over your boat.
That's right. Yeah, one little dot can go a long way, but it's one of those things like it's ultraviolet, so the fish see it, and there's certain fish that see ultraviolet better than others, and luckily enough, it's all the good fish.
Yeah.
So, it would be worse if it was like only pufferfish liked it, but, and leatheries, heaven forbid. But no, it's actually quite good. It attracts the right kind of fish, your whiting, your mulloway, your species. The squid seem to love it too. A lot of the boys from ABS has told us as well. They put it over and the squid want to have a go at it, which has led us into a few other products that we've done as well from there. You guys would know about our nitro bloodworms.
Yeah, they did the business over on Yorks too.
They did. We haven't fished with bloodworms
much
before that, but they went crazy for them. Got them on a bit of a feeding frenzy there for a while.
Yeah, they're good because what happens is that was the first time we've actually had fresh bloodworms, because when we started making the nitro products, we could only have access to the frozen fresh. Okay. But this year we had access to the fresh bloodworms, so they were alive, they were fresh, and so we got to play around with it and figure out a way to make them really take it in, and then freeze them down, so they freeze down and freeze fresh. So. It's been fantastic. Guys have been saying, like a fish comes on, takes a bite, and next minute it releases a whole heap of nitro in the water, and he wants to have another bite. So it's obviously been quite a winner.
It absolutely has. And Boyd, we were down here one morning, myself getting some bait, and there was the drop off of the bait for the day. You supply to a lot of different markets, more so than what your standard recreational fisherman would know. Can you tell us about some of those markets you've tapped into?
Yeah, look, we've pretty much tapped into a lot of markets. So anywhere that there's fish, whether it be a pet store that salt down fish for the animals, or it be a wildlife park, or a zoo, or SeaWorld, or whatever it may be, you've got different markets there in streams. You've also got the food market, which is a very big market. So in through some of the IGAs and some of the supermarkets, etc. And then we're obviously sending across the border too. So there's lots of things that we don't have access to here that we just don't do in South Australia, but they do. They basically will buy it up and use it in multiple areas, inside their own aquarium stores, etc. So, it's like I said, the bait, because it's food grade quality, it's really important. No one wants to feed, if you've got a $10,000 fish, no one wants to feed a rancid bait to it, because that you've now just killed your fish. Someone with a big aquarium, where you've got an ecology down the bottom, and an ecosystem that takes years to build up. You put a bad bait in there and then you've killed everything. So, that's a big market for those areas.
Beautiful. Well, while we've been down here today, we've also done a bit of a video, a bit of a tour around the store and the bait side of things as well. So keep your eyes out on all the socials for that. So you'll get a good view around what goes on behind the scenes, how it all works, and what it's all about down here, won't you, Diz?
You will, yep. There was some good footage. Shout out to the fishing guru, Dan the Man, for getting us that. But a better way to view this place is by getting down here yourself. So come and support the guys, Boyd and the crew down here do a fantastic job. Thanks very much for coming on today, Boyd.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Cheers.
All right, thanks very much to Boyd from Let's Go Fishing and How's Your Tackle, telling us all about what's new in the fishing business, bait business. Diz, what'd you think?
An exceptional guy, really good quality bait, and as the great Graham Keegan told us in person, why would you buy your bait anywhere else?
Exactly right. Now, we did, while we were down at Christie's Beach, record a video, so that'll be coming up shortly.
Yes, get on the video. Good call.
And make sure you have a look. So it takes you through all the different parts of the business. It shows you how fresh the bait is, and those pilchards looked pretty good.
Oh, exceptionally good. Exceptionally good. All different sizes. The squid looked great too. Some small ones there. That'd be good for snapper baits when we can finally get back out there and target them.
Yeah, and in the video he also talks us through the nitro concept. The nitro burley, the nitro baits. We got some whiting on the nitro bloodworms, which probably leads us nicely into the fishing report. Tell us about the whiting we got.
Yes, well, we ventured a bit further down towards the Port Vincent regions, not our sort of normal whiting hole. It was nice to venture across a bit of new ground. It was great to find them, wasn't it, Rhodey?
We did, so we got a good feed of whiting.
We did.
Didn't quite get the bag because the rain and dark hit.
We were a little bit sort of, well, not late getting over there, but daylight savings didn't help us. But we sort of launched around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Got out there and really got straight into them, didn't we?
We did. We got a couple on the cockles early, and then they seemed to go off the chute a little bit.
Dropped a bit of burley in, got the bloodworms on.
And that brought him on the chew again. So what do we end up with? 14 or something, Diz?
Yeah, I got 14, and then we did fish the following morning. We came back for the footy the next day.
Yeah, we got a couple though.
We did. We got
Good
3
size
of them.
ones.
Good, yeah. We got onto a good patch of size ones, didn't we? 44s.
Yeah, 3 or 4 good 44s.
Yeah, it was a good fat fish. I think I probably caught 2 or 3 of those.
Well, I got, 13 of the 14 the night before. And we had them the other night, crumbed.
Delicious, aren't
Good
they?
chewing.
Yeah, good chewing, and definitely if you're looking after your catch after you do fillet them, you want to vac seal them, don't you?
Yeah. Did we mention that in our what was it, our end of financial year episode for our great purchases? Because that vacuum sealer is worth its weight in gold.
Good call. All right, let's get into the fishing report a bit more in depth. We're talking about the Murdochs doing really quite well on the late winter whiting off Wardung Island in Port Vic. We had caught up with Lockie.
Yeah, down at the footy last week.
And he told us, he wasn't taking credit, he said that Hugh found them the spot.
Do you know where Hugh found them the spot?
He found the spot online, I believe.
I thought
some GPS marks.
Didn't they say there was GPS marks in their old GPS
Oh,
unit?
maybe they did. Yeah, maybe they
Some confusion, but they got some
Anyway,
GPS
they had some GPS marks, either off their new boat or found them online. Hugh got them on them, and they smashed the late winter whiting.
And they said they were good size.
Good size.
So that would tell us that they're firing on both sides of the peninsula, that.
Yes, it would. And it'd also tell us that we're overdue for a trip to Port Vic.
We've only talked about that for 5 years, so, we'll put that in the bucket list.
Yes, we shall. All right, Rhodey, and we've met a very good fisherman throughout the week, haven't we?
Yeah, Shane Evans is a new friend of the show, we'll call it.
Yeah, he is a new friend of the show, and he's in pursuit, as we currently speak, for a barrel down off southeast. Port Mac, I think he was launching.
Yeah, so good luck to Shane down there. We'll try and get an update out of him, whether they're still biting into September, which I know they have in previous years,
Yes.
But not that year we went down there September time.
No. But we do wish him well, and if he gets one, we're going to have to twist his arm and get him on the show to tell us about it, I reckon.
We will. What did he tell us about the tuna comp last year, Diz?
Mate, he got 144 fish. Him and a couple of other boats.
That's good going in 2 days.
They were getting their arms bent over. That is serious fishing.
All right, now, Diz, we also, while we were over on the peninsula, did pull up a couple of blue swimmer crabs on the whiting rigs.
Yes, they are starting to run, and I think they'll really start to fire from here.
Yeah, and I think Lee Van Soest had a photo up on her socials of some blue swimmer crabs raking, was it Ardrossan or?
I think somewhere around there. She was raking, looked sort of black pointy way.
Yep, so if we've got blue swimmer crabs raking and on the whiting lines, I would say they're pretty well here.
Yeah, good call. All right, so I had a few work friends go over to Edithburg. They said that the jetty fished very well for squid, and that's quite well known, I would believe. Do you think that's a good call?
Yeah, I reckon Edithburg's a pretty good squidding jetty.
They're talking the squid every couple of casts.
Do we believe them or what?
Don't know. Saw some photos. Good looking squid though.
And certainly plenty of the fellas down at the Barbie from the Adelaide Boat Squidders Club. They love their squid fishing too, and I think they've been getting a couple.
They did.
We didn't hear any remarkable stories.
No. When we talked to Bossman, or Craig as he's affectionately known as Bossman.
Yeah.
He was a serious squidder. His go-to lure was the redhead, which is no great surprise there. But absolutely, his favourite part about squidding is just getting out there and inking blokes.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Inking blokes who are unsuspecting victims of a bit of splat.
All right, well, let's hear from the man himself. We're going to be joined here by Craig the Bossman from Adelaide Boat Squidders, and Andrew, who's also a member of the Boat Squidding Club, and he runs the tackle shop at North Haven.
Welcome, guys.
All right, guys, here we are. We're down at the Adelaide Boat Squidders. They've got put on a barbecue down at How's Your Tackle. We've just had a chat with Boyd. Now, here we go. We've got Craig, Bossman. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, fellas. How are you?
We're good. And we've got Andrew from the ramp.
How you going, guys?
So the ramp is down at North Haven, and we'll get into that in a minute.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, guys. Craig, let's hook into the 5 questions, mate. Tell us about your best fish.
My best fish would have to be caught at Wallaroo with my uncle, and be a 9.8 kilo snapper back in the day out at Jurassic Park. So
Beautiful.
Yeah, probably the only biggest one I've caught, but yes, the one to remember for sure. So
Absolutely.
We're all missing the snapper at the moment, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
definitely. So.
And Andrew, what about you? Best fish?
It would have to be tuna down at Cape Jervis in a charter.
Yeah.
It's,
They're good fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. What's your favourite thing about fishing, Craig?
Just the relaxation, yeah. Good mates and getting out there and also getting a feed, but it's not always about getting a feed. Like I said, just relaxing and enjoying myself.
A lot of our guests have said something similar. It's not about what you catch; it's about the good times.
Nah, switching off from the working day life.
Yeah.
So.
And Andrew,
it's going to have to be the same. Yeah, just relaxing, getting away from homework. Doing that sort of stuff.
yeah, perfect. And what about guys? What's your first fishing memory, or what got you into it?
It'd be the old man and me fishing. I grew up in the country, so catching the old redfin down in the local creek. So
Lovely.
that would be my fishing memory. Yeah.
And Andrew?
Me would be Wallaroo catching squid with my dad. So,
Yeah.
Using a crab net to catch my first squid because I couldn't pull it up. That was,
You go down off Point Riley there, is it? And get a few squid off there?
Yeah, Riley's
Good
good,
spot.
yeah, definitely.
Good spot.
Yeah, I remember fishing there with a mate as a young tacker, and we, they did quite well down there off Point Riley. All right, guys. So the favourite sort of fishing, is this an obvious one? We both into the squidding.
Yeah, definitely have to be squid, mate.
Yeah.
So they're not the prized fish of the ocean or species, but definitely just the enjoyment of catching them and the mess, I guess. And
Yeah.
having a good
Are
time.
you the same, Andrew?
Squid and crabs, yeah.
Squid and crabs, yeah.
They'd have to be very close to the top of the table in terms of eating quality, though.
Oh, it is definitely.
It's really the only thing you can go for at the moment.
And it's when you get one, you can get five.
Exactly.
Like it can be so exciting so quickly, like it's all happening, and
That's
so
it.
it is
Or nothing at
good
all.
fun.
I guess we're just lazy.
All right. And have you got a funny fishing story for us, guys?
I don't know about funny, just just good mates out and getting a few squirts in the face with the
Yeah, it's always good stitching up your mate,
It is, isn't it? Give them a little tickle and they
I don't
get
have a funny
going.
one.
Oh, good.
It's
All
always
right.
good to stitch up the first time we're out on the boat with a blast of squidding in the
that's
face.
it.
Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to.
That's good. All right, very good to get through the 5 questions. Now let's hook into the Adelaide Boat Squidders. Tell us about when it started and whose brainchild it was. Who came up with it?
That'll be me about 5 years ago now.
Awesome.
Just basically came from a bit of fun, really, just seeing everyone else making fishing groups and that, and I just sort of make one, and then it was idle for probably a year or so. We only had a couple of hundred members.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, we just started getting more people, and I think we're up around 6,800 now or something, 6,800 members. So
It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
yeah, it's good.
And we've seen you've all got the black hoodies with the fluoro writing. You all stand out. Your merch is very, very strong.
Yeah, no.
And you've all got your nicknames. You're the boss man.
Yeah, that's right. We thank Aussie Depot for looking after us in that department. They always look after us with our gear and stickers and everything else. So
Yeah,
it's good.
fantastic. They do look really good. We sort of started getting into some merch. We're very jealous of what you guys managed to produce. The stubby holders look really good. We like them.
No, they're good. Yeah, so we'll have to hook us up with a few.
We might be able to do a trade.
That sounds good.
All right, I'm interested. What's your favourite lure?
It'd have to be our ABS squid jags.
What colour?
Bit of a redhead fan. Yeah,
I'm definitely in that boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
The redhead, white body.
yeah, can't go wrong, and definitely produces. So followed up by the green.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's
with
one of
it,
those
so
things. Everyone's got their own theory, don't they? On
Yeah.
what works and what doesn't. And,
100%.
Different day, different,
That's it.
Yeah. And are you guys mostly you do a bit of fishing as well, or you're pretty into the squidding, or?
Yeah, no, definitely do our fishing as well. Like we always go for every species, but just mostly our squid. But we do fish for other species. So.
Yeah. And have you got a bigger squid?
Not really. No,
No.
I don't really tend to get into measuring them that
Yeah.
much. So just catch them and eat them.
And what about? Obviously, the squidding club, you'd have to have a good recipe. What's the best way of cooking them?
I'm a charcoal fan, mate.
Oh, yeah,
Bit of,
yeah.
Okay.
Straight over with a bit of soy sauce and garlic and chili, and
Yeah.
straight over the hot coals, mate.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Lovely.
All right, should we chat about the ramp, Andrew? Tell us about it.
Yeah, located down at North Haven. It's really only open when there's fishing weather. You know, there's no point opening when there's not, because I don't have any foot traffic on the road.
Yes.
So, 1st of October be open from 6 till 6.
Yeah.
So, unless it's really crappy weather, then obviously.
Yeah.
Been there for a year and it's slowly picking up. ABS boys have helped me out quite a bit.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
And did we hear some chat? There might be a vending machine in the...
they're probably, hopefully by the next weekend it should be in there. So,
so we were chatting to Boyd just a bit earlier in the episode, and he's getting one of his How You Tackle vending machines down there. So that'll be 24/7. Whenever you want your gear, you'll be able to get into it.
That's it. So when the ramp's shut, the vending machine will be on, and vice versa. So
Beautiful.
Yeah. And that'll be good, mate. A few people now with daylight savings not too far around the corner, get down after work for a quick fish will be nice.
If they miss me at 6, they've got it until 6 o'clock the next morning to get their bait. So it sort of saves me, saves you. So
yeah, fantastic. We love it. That's excellent, guys. And there's been some other people around the place, hasn't there? Mixed jiggers and stuff. They get around these sorts of events.
Yep. No, Mixed Jiggers is a good supporter of our page as well, and he helps us out with a heap of jigs. Also, he makes his own as well, custom airbrush and that.
Yeah.
And gives us some prizes every now and then, which is really good, and we support him. So
yeah,
no, it's good.
Fantastic. And one other thing we really love about your setup is the trailer, mate. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, the trailer was a bit of a brainchild and a bit of a dream of mine to make a barbecue trailer and travel around, and we bought it out of all the funds that people buy our merchandise and that, and made it up, and we had it all ready, and then COVID hit and came at the wrong time. So so but now we're finally getting it back on the road, and we want to give back to our sponsors, which we're doing today down here at How You Tackle.
Yeah, love
and we're just going to go around to all our sponsors and put on an event and give back, because they give so much to us. So
yeah, and it's certainly been a good day down here. The snags are great. It's good to support both the boat squidders and the How's You Tackle down here. So it's good to see the whole sort of fishing community getting involved in it, guys.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Well, thank you guys very much for coming on the show today. We really appreciate it, and all the best for the future. I'm sure we'll see you out in the water.
No worries. Thanks heaps, fellas.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. All right, good to hear from Craig and Andrew from the Adelaide Boat Squidders. Good squid fishermen, know how to cook a very nice little sausage in bread. Diz, good to hear from them.
Oh, it was great to hear from them. They've got a ripper setup. They told us I love that trailer. Good bunch of guys. Really good turnout, I thought, for their first sort of event like that. Boyd was telling us.
Yeah.
They've only been there for 12 months, and there's more in the pipeline with them. So that will be good. We look forward to being a part of the next one.
We get a flag, reckon? Reckon we contributed to the day?
I think we will get a flag. I think we will. I think we performed just above average.
Okay. We picked up some good bargains too.
We did pick up some good bargains.
They
had some good deals going on bait down there.
They did, and you're slacking off for a week coming up and heading over to the peninsula. So you stacked up.
Did stack up. Got onto their squid jacks too.
You'll probably take all mine over there and lose them, won't you? That's what you normally do.
I'll do my best.
I leave anything in that boat and Dizzy bloody loses it.
Oh, that is a stitch up. How much did you pay for it?
It's your shout this time. About time Dizzy shouted me a couple of squid
loads. It was great though. The shop was busy. It was all happening. It was really good to be down there. Look, I think importantly, check out that video. Get on it because it's going to give you a real good insight as to why you need to be buying your bait from them. And if you can't get to them, you need to buy it from their vending machine.
It was, you'd been backstage before, I think, Diz, but that was my first time getting past the sort of shop front of the Christie's Beach Let's Go Fishing, How's You Tackle setup. And it's deceptive how big it is, isn't it?
It is, and you're a bit unsuspecting, I reckon, if you look at it from the front.
Yeah, there's a lot happening behind the scenes, a lot of bait, a lot of tackle, the 10-ton cold storage there, plus the 40-ton storage north somewhere.
Yes, yeah. And, you know, when you hear it out of Boyd's mouth, you know that when they're buying food quality stuff that you're using as bait, you know you're getting the best.
And the other interesting thing that I don't think was in the video, I think this was in further discussions with Boyd. So COVID has hit a lot of the eastern states fish suppliers.
Yes.
So what happens up at SeaWorld, Diz? What do they feed them up there?
Well, they're feeding them SA pillies, aren't they?
They are now.
Yeah, and they're happier with the
quality.
with the quality that Boyd's producing than their suppliers. When Boyd tells you that it costs them 30 grand to replace one penguin after it gets a rancid pilly, you know they want the good stuff, don't you?
So Boyd is now sending pallet loads of pillies to SeaWorld.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the wildlife parks, the
Yeah.
Boney Brim to the wildlife parks.
It's a much bigger operation than we ever gave it credit for, I reckon.
Well, 10 tonnes is a massive amount of bait to be just turning over constantly, isn't it?
Yes, certainly is, mate. All
Fantastic.
right.
Right, you'll be able to find the video online. You'll be able to find this episode on anywhere you get your podcasts or the Facebook page. Look out for that. But now time for the main event, Rhodey. The joke.
Oh, jeez. This won't be good. I'd switch off now, guys. That's pretty much the end of the podcast.
Okay. A thirsty sailor runs from his boat to the nearest bar and yells out to the bartender in a flap, "Give me 20 shots of your best scotch, sir, real quick." The bartender pours out all the shots and the sailor drinks them as fast as he can. The bartender is extremely impressed and exclaims, "Wow, I've never seen anybody drink so fast." The sailor replies, Well, mate, you'd drink them that fast if you had what I had too." The bartender curiously goes, "Oh, God, what is it? What do you have?" He said 50 cents.
Not bad.
Good gear?
Oh, it's top 5 of a bad bunch of your jokes.
I'm wondering whether Dan the guru, fishing guru, is going to like that one or not.
Do you think?
Because I've got best jokes so far in Dan's eyes and most other listeners' eyes.
Do you think that was a fishing joke or a sailor's joke? There was no.
Oh, it's fishing.
There was no.
It's a stretch.
Did the word fish even get mentioned?
It's
or?
a stretch. It's a sailor. He was probably doing some fishing. He needed to feed himself and his crew.
All right, look, guys, if you've got any, they don't have to be good jokes. They don't have to be funny jokes. Just any jokes that mention the word fish or fishing or anything to do with fishing, please send them Dizzy's way because he's struggling to find anything of any substance.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much to come back from that, but mine have been better than yours, so you can't talk. All right, really good episode today. Thanks to Boyd, Craig, and Andrew. Excellent stuff.
Thanks, guys. Keep your eye out for our video that will be dropping very shortly.
Cheers, guys.
Rhodey and Diz hope you enjoyed today's episode of All the Gear But No Idea. Keep up to date by liking and sharing us on Facebook and Instagram. And you can subscribe on all the major podcast platforms. Until next time, good luck fishing.